Hi everyone. Did you hear that train? Oh my god, that was quite a sight. So anyway, after that huge explosion back there, I'm gonna review Super 8 for you today. Just saw it with a huge group of friends at the movie theater. Um, wow, what can I say? This is a great movie. Super 8 is the story of a group of kids. They are trying to film like an amateur video to put into a film festival. One of them wants to be a film director someday. So he's like, hey guys, let's get together and let's film a movie. So one night they're at this kind of like a train stop area. There's a old wooden house next to this train, and like this is a kind of a cool vintage, old mystery and suspense zombie look. So the director of this movie wanted to film there. While that happened, a huge train crash happened, and it was unfortunately caused by a truck driver who drove on the tracks. Kind of like if you've seen the very first trailer for this film, you'll see that happen in the trailer. This truck kind of runs into the train, and everything goes chaotic. And unfortunately, these kids are in the middle of this. So this huge train crash happens. Turns out there's a monster from Area 51 that escapes the train, and he's on the loose. Or this creature, it could be a she, so this creature's on the loose. Um, so these kids witness it, they quickly get away, and so it's all a matter of how do we survive? What is this creature? Why did this happen? Why did this truck hit the train? A whole bunch of questions are asked at this point in the movie, and you as the viewer get to slowly find that out as the film progresses. So Super 8 was a really good film. I really liked the whole. I really like how they chose a movie where, kind of like The Goonies, it's more about the kids than the adults. Even though the adults play an important role in the movie, it centers more around the kids, and I kind of like that. I also liked how this film takes place around the summertime, so it kind of makes sense how these kids have time to make this movie. And I liked how, I actually kind of like these new group of kids that they introduced for us as an audience. I would really like to see these kids act in other movies in the future. Dakota Fanning's sister Ella Fanning was in this film. She was very good. Unfortunately, not a celebrity. That she's pretty much the only celebrity thus far, um, as far as movies go. So there's no like Tom Hanks or no Tom Cruise or nobody in this movie like that. But yeah, she's probably the only celebrity in this movie I can think of. Um, but still, the actors and actresses they chose for this movie were very, very good. Really impressed with that. Um, the monster, once you finally see what the monster looks like, they really did good CGI work on the monster. Kind of this spiderish looking monster for that they made up was using CGI, so that was really clever. Um, I also felt this movie was kind of a half breed of if you cross the Goonies and War of the Worlds and you put them into one movie, this is kind of what Super 8 is. Kind of the whole dark, gloomish, alien ruining everything in society type of a movie. And it's about the group of kids trying to figure it out more so than the adults. Um, yeah, the action scenes are really, really impressive in this movie. I kind of like how during the train crash scene, the train crash scene, I like how J.J. Abrams was aware that this trailer's been shown many, many times, both in the theater and on TV. We don't need to see that same train crash over again. And even though it does happen again in the movie, it's presented from a different perspective. It's more presented from the kid's perspective, and I really like that. Um, this film did what Sherlock Holmes should have done, and that's Sherlock Holmes pretty much gave you exactly what you saw in the trailer, and they added just additional footage every now and then. And I felt Super 8 did a much better job with here's the trailer, this is what the movie's about. Now go see the movie. We'll give you whole new footage, we'll give you a story similar to that trailer, but we're going to surprise you every now and then. I liked how Super 8 did that over the whole here's the trailer, this is what you're going to go see when you pay your $9 and you'll go home. I liked how J.J. Abrams surprised us with that element in this movie. Um, what else do I like? I kind of liked, and those of you who haven't seen the film yet probably won't know a lot about this, but, and I'm trying to be brief about this so I don't ruin it for most people who are going to go see this movie, but um, there's these cube devices that came out of the train, and you'll find out in the film what those cubes are and what they represent. I really liked how those cubes were designed. They're not too much like in a Rubik's Cube, and they weren't too much just like a plain old out of the book cube. They really took the designers of this. Yeah, I think the designers of this movie really did a good job with creating something interesting but not too complex, and I really like how they did that. So Super 8, I'm giving it a huge thumbs up. If you haven't seen this film yet, do so. Great new cast. I hope these actors and actresses appear in more movies. They were all really good in this. J.J. Abrams did it again. He made another great movie. If you have not seen Super 8 yet, do so. It is great. I'm giving it a huge thumbs up, 9 out of 10. Go see Super 8.